I've been in the restaurant business my entire life. I begged my dad to start working here when I was like 13. My father and I run this place. We have the oldest family-owned restaurant in Minneapolis, one of the oldest family-run businesses in Minnesota. When I found out that they were going to tear down our old restaurant, I was panicking because I knew what that was going to mean. I knew how much work this was going to cause to recreate and the amount of funding that was going to be needed for this. And you know, we talked to several other banks and it just was not even close to the same experience that we had with Sunrise. Sunrise wasn't a little bit different, they were a lot different. Nobody else understood this area. Nobody else got what was going on in Northeast Minneapolis and knew why we wanted to be here so bad. Sunrise saw the diamond in the rough. They knew that there was potential and they knew how important it was to save my family's history and heritage. And they have been an advocate and a partner in this entire process. I mean, they've gone above and beyond being a partner.
The history of Sunrise Banks really kind of follows my journey a little bit, if you will. I grew up in St. Paul. I'm a product of an Italian immigrant. Where the bank is down by the state capitol in Frogtown, my immigrant Italian grandmother lived there. So I played stickball with the kids of that time and the immigrants of that time. And that's how I grew up. And I was a teller one summer and I loved being a teller. I went to work with a bank in downtown Los Angeles, which immediately transferred me to South Central LA. So I spent a number of years in the urban core of South Central LA, which was really a great training ground, quite frankly, for coming back. Ended up moving back and buying a bank with my father down by the state capitol in Frogtown. And developing that bank really based on how do we help the Hmong immigrant people. We're going to focus on the urban core. We're going to make small business loans to have job creation in the urban core. We want a healthy urban core that's a great place to live, play, worship. We also have a niche in terms of affordable housing. And so workforce housing, if you will, to where people can walk to where they work is a great it's a part of the fabric of the design of a city and a good city. And lastly, we intersect with a lot of nonprofit organizations who take care of really our most vulnerable. And they're places generally where banks can't go, but we can work through those nonprofits to help and have that social safety net to impact our community. Partnering for us is developing a relationship. It's a long-term commitment, and we want healthy relationships. We are looking to partner with social enterprises or enterprises that do good, that really have an achievement mindset. The mindset really has to be around shared value, that whoever we partner with, whether it's direct to the consumer or with a consumer, with a nonprofit and the bank, that there has to be a shared win amongst all. How do I do this and make a living, but also have this impact on people, real people, and have that manifest itself in a great way? So we're pretty hard when it comes to metrics. We want to measure everything. So we can measure quantitative things very easily. How much money did you make? How many loans did you make? We also are going to do qualitative aspects. How do we feel the community is doing? Is it better? And can we measure that sentiment? So we really do measure what we treasure. The misconceptions around a social enterprise and a public benefit corporation, I would say first of all that you can't be a bank and be a social enterprise, or be a for-profit organization and be a social enterprise. The corporate structure really doesn't have anything to do with the impact that you produce and create. The vision, mission, and values of Sunrise are really to do well and to do good. Despite what I learned in business school, the fact is doing well and doing good, I think, is the way to do business. It actually is integrated into what we do in terms of our day-to-day lives of making loans and bringing deposits into low-income communities and really empowering people from a financial wellness standpoint. And that our mission actually multiplies our margin or our business. We then take that vision, mission, and values and embed them into our policies, our procedures, and our people. If you're a business owner, being a social enterprise is probably the most rewarding thing that you can do. You are living your values every day.